Welcome to this Fly High Driving Academy video that focuses on how to navigate junctions when driving and the junction skills when driving. This video features Pandy the Panda, who represents a 25-year-old female who has had over 30 hours with an old school driving instructor with whom she was not impressed with. She's failed 2 tests and is now very nervous about continuing. So, Pandy, the question is, what are your main concerns about the driving test? You've had 2 of them. You weren't that impressed with your instructor. What was going on in your mind during the test, and what happened? Oh my lord, that's amazing. Okay, she says eating enough bamboo on the day of the test. Apparently she needs to consume between 12 and 38 kilograms per day. Okay, well that is obviously your nutritional needs are very important, Pandy. How did your other instructor cope with this? She says he had to have a roof box on the top of the car and filled that up with appropriate bamboo. Okay, there's a specific type that you go for, is there? Oh yeah, okay. Okay, well, yeah, you do need to be prepared for the test. You need to be rested, and you do need to have eaten. Yeah, that's absolutely true. But what about the hours that you've had with the instructor and where that got you to? Okay. Apparently, the instructor said that she was ready on both occasions. She didn't quite feel that. Did you have a good relationship with your instructor? You said you were a little bit unimpressed, but what happened? Okay, well, he had a very get in the car and drive kind of approach where he didn't really explain very much. And he did actually shout at her when she got it wrong, which is obviously not good. Okay, Pandy, so you took the test, you didn't feel that confident. Your instructor said that you were ready, but you just didn't feel that you were. Is that right? Okay, and how has that left you? Okay, so she says that she now feels very nervous about doing the test for the 3rd time, even though she's had over 30 hours, which clearly wasn't enough, but she's clearly had instruction that has not really helped her to the extent that it really should have. Okay, Pandy, well, I'm going to demonstrate how to navigate junctions when driving, and the junction skills, of course, which of course does require the Junction Mantra. So I'm going to demonstrate that on the move. All right, so you do need to get in the passenger seat, and then we'll see what we can do. Okay, Pandy, so I'm going to demonstrate just some of the basics and how to navigate junctions and the junction skills. Okay, requiring the Junction Mantra. Now just remember, the Junction Mantra is not a term you'll find on Google. That's something that I've come up with. And it's an extension of the mirror signal maneuver routine, way more than that. So we're just going to move off, and I'd like you to just watch what I'm doing and see if this resonates with you, because obviously you've had 2 tests, you've had 30 hours. Let's just see whether what I'm doing is what you've been told and whether it makes sense. Okay, so we're going to pull away. Obviously we get ready with our feet, do our observations, signal as appropriate, which is oncoming, and final check, and we are going to go. And it's mirrors and gas, obviously, and 2nd gear when the situation allows. Let's make some progress. Okay, being mindful of what's ahead, make sure we can stop in the gear and the distance we can see to be clear. Does that make sense? Were you told that? No? But does it make sense? Yes? Okay, we're going to pull up. So mirrors don't need to signal, no one around. Gently brake. stopping where it's safe, legal and convenient. Right, so a little bit of brake and clutch down before I steer. I'm going to stop, secure the car. Okay, makes sense? Yeah, that does make sense, that's good. Right, we're going to pull away again, hands on the wheel, because you might have to signal. Okay, final check, it's all in real time, okay? So we are going to make progress, we are matching the gear, and it's mirrors and gas. Is it a third gear? Yes it is, just about. We can just tease him, okay? So I'm just going to actually navigate the junctions, okay? It's coming off a little bit because of the crossing there. And making some due progress. And I'm going to turn right. So I'll start it early with the mirrors. Obviously always signal at junctions. Giving the speed off, matching the gear. And I do need to prepare and final observations and get that lock on, okay, as required. Okay, then we're going to overtake the parked car. Early hazard response. No signals required at this point, and we do need good clearance. Mirrors before you do anything, appropriate mirrors of course. And we're going to make some progress. And we're just looking to demonstrate the essentials, okay? So at the end of the road we are going to turn left. It's mirrors, just covering and assessing, keeping it going. Okay, so end of the road we're going to turn left, then we're going to take the first turning on the left, okay? Just watch what I'm doing. And yeah, we are going to get into first gear early to anticipate what's on the path and the road. This is all the clutch. Controlled pressure so we can observe where we need. Then we're looking to mirrors and gas match the gear. Is it a third? Yes it is. So it's mirrors and gas. Yep. Gotta get there. Take the, actually this is the second turning on the left. Start it early, that's the key. Okay. And we're going to come off and covering and prepare. Final checks. I'm still covering until 45. Gas, I can see. I'm going to pull up on the left. I'm not going to worry about too much about the drop curbs on this occasion. If you're instructed to do that, that's fine. And that's the end of that demonstration. Did that make sense to you? It did. There's more detail there than you're used to. Well, we can go over the detail, but as long as that resonates with you, we can take you forward. Does that sound like a plan? Excellent. Great. So that is the end of this video. I very much trust that this has given you a useful introduction to the Junction Mantra. Remember, that's a term that I've coined. You won't find that on Google search. But also remember, this relates to how to navigate junctions and the junction skills when driving at an appropriate test standard. Be aware that there are many types of junctions and various junction scenarios, all of which require specific junction skills. Although once you've learned to control the car on approach to and through junctions by implementing the Junction Mantra, this will give you sufficient space and time to deal with the numerous types of junction and road situations that I have not had time to cover here. So to find out more, do click on the link below to check out the Fly High Driving Academy Complete Learner Driver video course package that does actually cover everything that you need to know to pass the practical driving test with ease and confidence, including, of course, the essential junction skills and the Junction Mantra. Please don't forget the YouTube stuff below, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video that will also feature a furry friend. Until then, do enjoy the process of learning to drive properly and stay safe.